What's up, you all? How you doing today? How you doing? How you doing? I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker. You are watching Michelle Hope Walker Speaks. So let me date this. It is April 11th, 2021. April 11th, 2021. So I'm going to be doing a series leading up to Mother's Day. Let me get my calendar out. Remember when Mother's Day is. It's coming up, you all. It's in May. I'm a mother. I already know that. But again, y'all know it switches every year. So it's May 9th. So Mother's Day is coming up May 9th. And the series I'm going to be doing is about Black mothers and the challenges that Black mothers have experienced now, especially single Black mothers, and especially poor or low income Black mothers. You know, it always behooves me how back in slavery days, it was the Black women that helped to raise the white women's kids, you know, so we were allowed to, you know, help raise, well, we were the ones being to raise the kids, you know, but today you always see where Black mothers' parenting is in question. You know, when you look at the Children, Family, and Services, and the folks that go and take people's kids, and thank God my kids have never been taken in the name of Jesus, which, I mean, I don't feel like I haven't done anything for them to be taken, you know, in the name of Jesus. It's all about love and taking care of them, doing the best that I can as a parent, even though I was a young mom, you know, but I had family and different people helping me all the time. But they say, and statistics show that it tends to be Black kids that are taken more than ever from their parents out of all the races and ethnicities. DFACS, or Department of Family and Children Services, and in your city, town, or county, it might be called something different. So that's why I say the people go and take people kids. Now again, don't get me wrong. If you're doing something wrong, you ain't got no business doing, and they taking your kids for a good reason. You know what I mean? But just certain things that they will call into question with Black mothers that they wouldn't call in to question with white mothers or some other ethnicities or races. Now, again, as Black mothers, we know who we are, we love ourselves and all that. So when I'm doing this comparison, it's not really even a comparison, but it's showing the racial difference and how Black mothers are treated, unfortunately, negatively, different, which is not right. And I speak on it in hopes that it will change. So that it's brought to your attention so that you can see, okay, this is not right and this needs to change. Because if a white mother is able to do this to her kid and they don't call it into question, but then when a Black mother do it, they call her a bad mother. It's almost like the welfare dilemma, where they always used to always say and call Black women the welfare queens, when they looked at statistics, they found out more white women were on welfare than any other race. So, again, white women, love y'all. Not putting y'all down, but just the topic of this is Black mothers and the challenges that Black mothers have to deal with, you know. And so, again, as I've always talked about the totem pole, I didn't create the totem pole. United States of America created the totem pole, where the white rich man's at the top, the Black poor woman is at the bottom, and everybody else is in between. Okay? So, it's sad, you know, it's sad that Black mothers are mistreated. I myself even remember my son, he played football, and I remember him getting hurt either at practice or something, and me taking him to the hospital, you know, the ER. It was a children's hospital, ER. And again, I told them it was a football, you know, injury, you know, and I didn't even, again, you know, I know more now about race and racism and race relations that I had known, you know, in some past times before. So I have to say at this time, I wasn't well versed in that because I was a Black mother taking my son to the hospital for a football injury that they wouldn't believe me. I mean, that was the first thing from my mind. I mean, because, I mean, why would I take my son to the hospital? And I mean, then my son was, this time he's 15, 16, you know, bigger than me, you know, so also too, how could you even accuse me of doing something he bigger than me? You know? But anyway, so I can't remember if they asked me to step out or they took him in another room. And you know, me and my son, we talk like that, you know what I'm saying? So I think I still even question on why they would have me step out the room. I'm the mother, because I always believe in staying there with my child so I could see what they were doing. And I always feel that until that child is 18, they a child. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of the parenting of parenting. Because if they go out there and do something wrong under age 18, it's going to come back on you. Where the parent at? Because they ain't 18 yet. You know what I'm saying? So, so don't be trying to take my parenting, away from me earlier than 18 as far as me being involved in what's going on. But they do that to black mothers, because they think less of black mothers. Unfortunately, they think that we don't know how to raise our kids, especially again if you don't have a lot of money. Now, if you're a black woman, you got more money, they may think of you a little bit more. And if you're a black woman and you're married, if you're a black mother and you're married, they tend to maybe give you a little insight. But again, sometimes if you're the black mother that took that child to the hospital and the husband ain't there with you, they just gonna assume that you're a poor black mother. Because it's amazing that before they even see our income nor our education, they just automatically we get assumed poor, in poverty, dumb. These are just things they put on us and assume of us without even us being able to, say, who we are. Here I am, a college educated woman, you know what I'm saying? And all kind of great positive things about me. But unfortunately, when, again, my kids are grown now, not grandkids, but unfortunately, when you're with your kids and, they just assume you're, oh, look, this poor mom with all those kids, but anyway, so and then later to come find out, I remember my son let me know they were asking had I done something to him and is he safe? Thank God he didn't tell me that at the hospital, because I would again now I've learned when they do ignorant stuff like that, you just write down notes, and if you feel led, go get you an attorney. I learned, unless you feel led to question them at that time, because most cases they're going to cover themselves. And in most cases, they're going to say they're not being racist and they're not. So there's no reason to rattle your brain and be going back and forth with them on if they're racist or if they're doing, you just take all your notes, who said it, who done it, what time is it, where are you at? And if you choose to pursue it by getting an attorney, then you get an attorney. Or either, you maybe go to the next board meeting and talk about what this particular person did, or whatever the case might be, But so black mothers, again, it's very challenging at times with black mothers. The schools, oh my good Jesus, oh my gosh, you almost got to live at your school for your son to graduate. You got for your kids to graduate, you might have to live. My son, bless he went to Hollywood. Oh my God, if I didn't live at Hollywood High School, I don't think my son would. I mean, he was doing the thing, but it was just so many different challenges. And I was a parent leader, but you still had to continue to deal with them putting you down. Here I am leading groups. And a lot of them didn't like that because there wasn't that many black mothers there. And then I was a black mother that was involved. And so they always try to come up with some mess because the school's predominantly Latino, and then it was other races, everything but black. You know what I'm saying? And again, I had to get educated in that. I wasn't well versed in that. Again, I come from an area, well, in most cases, I won't say area, a little town in the Midwest, it's majority, at that time, it's majority white, few was black, but still, everybody pretty much got along, Again, I wasn't well versed in racism then, so I really didn't know if I was being, if I was experiencing racism as a kid growing up or not, I don't know. But I have to say, I grew up around everybody, and majority white, few of us black, but still, we all got along happy. But I grew up in a family that we love everybody. So again, as I get out here in LA, I'm thinking, I love everybody. We all good. Unless I've done something to you, you have no reason to dislike me or think I'm doing something wrong. Matter of fact, I'm dealing with a hate crime right now. Thank God they haven't done nothing lately. People just leaving little notes. First of all, you're going into my car and then you're leaving a hate note telling me to no slaves allowed. Who is a slave? I've been in Koreatown longer than you probably have. Whoever left the note in my car. Oh Lord, then they did a little blood scene right in front of my car and then wrote something, you can get a little dusty, wrote something, just a whole bunch of mess, all come the color of my skin, So again, I'm not versed in thinking that because, and I still didn't get all the way versed into after my son graduated and I learned even more about racism. Because see, they don't just call you the N-word. No. It's systemic racism. It's certain things and different treatments you get because you're a black mother. Where if you were another race mother, they would, oh, come on in, let me help you. They'd be more accommodating because you're a black mother. Question, well, why you want to do this? Well, person with PTSA, where's the money? First of all, we ain't got no money. You ain't had no money. Somebody begged me to be the president of y'all PTSA so you can have a Get me started. Oh, so I didn't realize more until after my son, this is the youngest son I dealt with, I graduated, on how much racism I was experiencing as a black mother. I didn't, here in LA at Hollywood High School, I keep saying I'm gonna write me a book. Write me a book. Now hopefully staff has changed, principals have changed, and things have maybe changed more so that they're not as racist, which I'm hoping I left, some type of long-standing thing, because when I start sensing certain things, start learning at least a little bit, I start learning that, wait a minute, I think I'm experiencing racism here. I start speaking about it at board meetings. I ran for the LAUSD school district board, and I just kept speaking out. So yeah, if you are experiencing racism as a mother at the parent meetings, especially if you're at a school where it's majority other races, and you're like the only black parent, there's not that many black parents that are involved, you're one of the only ones, and they seem to shut you down, or they had a thing with me where they would just do the meeting in Spanish. Now, I don't know that. And y'all, I'm a comedian, actress. I got this great personality, so I give it to y'all. But now, I don't know that much Spanish. How dare you? You know what I'm saying? Well, a lot of times we went to the district meetings, a lot of times they were speaking in English, and then they would have the ear things where they would speak to the Spanish parents in Spanish, the language, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm the one that's always speaking up for that. They're saying, make sure all the languages can still hear, now, and see, that's what I'm saying. Here I am, the one that's always speaking up for the other races, making sure that, all the parents get treated fairly and hear the information and different things like that. On the different cultural months, that we celebrate, the different months, from Hispanic, was that like a month, and then from the Islander, Asian Islander, Pacific, month, we celebrate, and then from our Armenian, thing where we marching, here in LA about making sure they recognize the Armenian genocide that happened, different things like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so if you are one of those parents that you're at that school and you're involved and they just keep mistreating you, pretty much it's your color. Again, I'm gonna tell you, they're not gonna tell you it's your color, but if you see them treating certain other parents and you ain't saying nothing no different than what some other parents saying, but for some reason when you say it, they take it as a negative. One out of two, you experiencing some racism. Speak out about it. Go to the board, speak out about it, write letters about it, put it in writing, because you have a right to be, and don't stop going to those meetings. You have a right to participate as a parent, and then you have to watch the teachers. Just like out here recently, on the Zoom call, you can Google, let me see, so it was in California. So California, Zoom call, teacher gets caught making racist statements. So I guess she thought Zoom was off, and Zoom was not off. So she was just talking about the black mother and the black child, talking about this is how black people do, and this and that. Now here you got a black mother contacting the teacher, trying to figure out how to do, because we in COVID times. Let me date this video. So again, I told you right, it's April 11th, 2021. So we are still in COVID time. Thank God we coming out of the COVID era, but we're still in it, So some kids are still doing the classes online and Zooming classes and all the rest, So the parents trying to get help from the teacher. So first of all, to me, the teacher should be nice to look at that this black parent wants her child to learn. So much that she's asking, the teacher, okay, how do you do this and how do you do that? Now, instead of that teacher looking at that as a positive, she ended up saying all kind of negative things about the black mother, and basically said and let us know she was making those negative comments about the mother because the mother was black, and about the child because the child was black. It's just horrific. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they fired her, but I'm just like, see, that's what I'm saying. You got to watch what you do. And that's why, like, every once in a while, God will pull back the covers, and these people who are racist, the covers get pulled back off of, and everything be brought onto the light on what they really think about different races and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened to her. But again, happen to a white parent, this wouldn't happen to even some other races of parents. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad. It is just really, really sad, And so, yes, Black mothers, if you feel that, you get discriminated when trying to get things done with working with your child's teachers and, they're shunning you or they're talking down to you, because sometimes then they'll talk down to you too. But other parents, they'll give customer service, and accommodating and be friendly, like, yeah, I'm friend. With you, they get the stern look. The whole facial expression changes when they come and talk to you. They sort of like, yes, can I help you? But with the white people, it's like, yes, yes, I'm so glad to meet you. Sometimes we don't get a glad to meet you or nothing. It's just, they just look at you until you say something. Well, I'm such and such as parent. I'm here in your parent conference day trying to, well, he needs to, it's like, now again, your parent, your child, even if your child may be acting, it's doing nothing no different than some of these other kids are doing that are not Black. You know what I'm saying? But again, they treat it differently. When Black kids doing something, they act like they didn't kill everybody. White kids or other kids, race kids do something, they just give them a slap and they just feel, oh, well, that's kids. They gonna be kids. It'd be amazing to me on how it's treated. All because race. You know what I'm saying? And again, in this video, we're talking about Black mothers and the treatment that the negative treatment that Black mothers give. So you have me popping this on. You're like, well, what's she talking about? Because this is the issue I'm talking about. This is one of the things God called me to be listened to, because I've experienced a lot of this stuff. It's to talk about these Black issues and helping. So I can do my comedy about my music. I got music about. So that's me. That's me. If you don't like, click it off. I'm doing what God called me to do. Anyway, so Black mothers. Again, I just want to encourage you. Stay at the school, stay going when they have the week. And again, this is before COVID times and after COVID times. You can go back in the classroom. They have parent conference. Go to that parent conference. Even if they have some type of parent conference on Zoom or whatever, go to it. If you don't have a computer, you can't do a Zoom, or tell them you want to do a phone call one. Is they supposed to be trying to help you and to help accommodate you. So if you can't do the Zoom one, you do a phone one. Or if you want to do the online one, where you email, but then you email. But you stay in contact with them teachers. They treat your kids better when they know that you are involved. And don't believe everything them teachers say about your child. I'm going to tell you right now. Now again, and then they try to put us down for that. Well, child doing this and child doing that, and they don't believe. No. It's not about that we don't always believe you, but we are going to ask our children, we maybe ask some other people to find out if what you're saying is like true. And is my child the only one? Are the other races doing the same thing? And then how are you dealing with them? Are you talking down to their parent? How you talking down to, because they would treat black mothers like we a child too. It's like, what? I'm grown. I'm a grown. That's when you got to pray. You got, God, in the name of Jesus, help me before I talk to this teacher. You got to do a prayer. You got to take God in the room with you in the name of Jesus. And it ain't even just the other racist teachers. Sometimes, again, I told y'all that we got Black people. They got that same white supremacy type mindset that they talk down to the Black mothers. Now, this is the Black teachers. But then when they get with the other races of mothers, they smiling and just, because they want their mothers to like them. They don't care if we like them or not. We Black mothers, so they think low of us. And they are Black, but they still think low. And so we just have to stay prayed up. But Black mothers stay involved. And like I said, and I am praying for you Black mothers during this pandemic. My kids are grown. I got grandkids, but again, unfortunately, because of the pandemic, I got asthma and all kind of different things. I really can't be going around, you know what I'm saying? So I have not seen, physically or, in person, folks in a long time. But, but my thing is, just encouraging you mothers, because I've been there, done. If I haven't been there, I've seen it done, or I've seen a news story on, what it did to somebody, you know what I'm saying? The racist stuff they did to a Black parent, you know what I'm saying? It just be crazy on what they do, you know what I'm saying? Treat you different, more stern with you, more aggressive with you, as if they feel like we gotta be more aggressive and stern with them Black mothers. Who told you that? So you have to watch that. You know what I'm saying? You even have to watch Black people telling other races that, well, Black people, you're going to have to be a little bit more forceful. Who said that? That's not true. So we got to people because they will even put negative mindsets. They'll put negative thoughts of black people in other races' minds, and it's like, why would you do that? Not all of us are like that, and then like I tell people, it's, in all races, they have their own different type of folks. So don't just act like it's black people. Even when you do run into black people, they may have different challenges. So it ain't just black people. Everybody got challenges. They're human beings. Every human being got some challenges, or there's going to be some human beings that got some real deep, so quit acting like it's just black people. So again, black mothers, I encourage you because, in this pandemic, I just thank God that my kids are growing. I don't know, oh God. How I would have handled this pandemic, in the name of Jesus. So mothers, I clap right now to you. You know what I'm saying? If I had a wig on, I'd take my wig off you, but this is my natural hair. But, so I shake my hair for you. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Mothers, I salute you. It is not easy. It's already not easy for black mothers. And then in this, pandemic era. So then some of you having financial challenges, and then you're having the challenges with, the kids' teachers and trying to get Zoom to work. Some of you don't have a computer. But I have to say, shouts out to LAUSD that pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, made sure every kid had a computer and a device to be able to do that. Now, Wi-Fi was another thing, but then I think later they end up helping and working with people to be able to get Wi-Fi, or opening up centers where, and I guess they did the social distancing thing where kids are going to get Wi-Fi to be able to get their work done and different things like that. But I know it hasn't been easy. So I just pray for you in the name of Jesus. I pray for you parents. But black mothers, stand strong. Stand strong. Stand up for your kids. Be that ride or die parent for your kid. Now again, I'm not talking about dying, y'all. That's like a vernacular that I'm saying. So a certain, word, certain little thing we say, ride or die. Y'all heard it in the songs. Don't play crazy. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't literally talking about dying. But you know what I'm saying? That means being there for your kid no matter what. And sometimes, it could just be the way that teacher is teaching. And that class is just not for your teacher. Or your child could be so smart that your child is getting bored of that subject or the way they're teaching. I remember one time I pulled one of my kids out and I did homeschooling for a while. And he did real good and I enjoyed it. And again, now I come from teaching school and doing different things as far as a teacher assistant and substitute teaching. But you don't have to be a teacher, have any teaching skills to homeschool your homeschool your kids. Basically, you'll be doing the computer thing, except they got the homeschooling program, or you can do the in-person thing where you go and get the books from the different, they have stores set up where you go and buy the curriculum, and then they have the, phone numbers you can call or the online help you can get on teaching the kids. They have answer sheets and different things like that. So you can homeschool your kid, and sometimes it's even better experience because then you can, for history, you can actually take them to these historical sites, have them write a paper on it. I enjoy doing homeschool. But yeah, so always remember that's an option, that's an option. When you get tired, this teacher keeps saying, kid to this, your kid. Now other kids are climbing walls and doing everything else, but they won't single out your kid, Or, it just could be some stuff going on. To pull your kid and homeschool them. Or maybe you need to switch them schools. Or maybe if you can switch classes. Because again, maybe it's that teacher. You know what I'm saying? And teachers do be talking about the kids. They just caught the lady on Zoom. I've been in the teacher conference. That was one of the hardest things for me. And being a teacher and being in the teacher lounges, just hearing them teachers talk so bad about the kids and the parents. Oh, my Lord. And I've worked in the youth field for years, from Boys and Girls Clubs to group homes to juvenile jails. I've worked because I've always had a calling and as far as working with kids and helping kids, because I always wanted to be there and just, help them whatever way I can. But some of the people I ran across working there, co-workers, I was always like, why are you here? Because you do not care about these kids. So sometimes that's how I felt running across the different teachers. Then I got 4 kids. I talk about my younger son because I was just young. But oh my gosh, I have two women and 2 men. So I had 2 girls, 2 boys. I'm telling you, the challenges, on how stuff will happen to your kids. The teachers won't ever tell you. Another student will tell you, or some other parent, because their child told them what happened. You have to go up in school and be like, hello, this was something you should have let me know that happened here with my child. You know what I'm saying? My oldest daughter had pretty hair, and people always used to play in her hair. And I guess she was scared to tell me. And I think when maybe it was my other daughter, as she, got older, was able to go to that school, she told me, then other kids maybe, I'm like, what in the world? Nobody's telling me this. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, keep them kids' hands out of my kids' hair, beautiful daughter's hair. So this stuff goes on, and sometimes they don't need to, but that's why you need to be there. From day one, from first kid, and I was a young mama, but between God putting it in my spirit and I'm just learning, because I remember I read a lot of books. I'm raising my kids. I tried to get involved in every parenting classes and different things that I could, and I would learn that to stay involved with chicks. So although I was a young mama, my daughter started school, I stayed, volunteered at the school, volunteered in the library, volunteered in the office at least once a week, go to all the parent meetings, and all different things like that. Like I said, right now, while again, we're still in the COVID era, again, call, the teachers, check and email them. How's my child doing in this class? Stay in communication with the teachers once a week, stay in communication. Now, some of the kids have gone back to school, so then stay going to the parent meetings, stay being involved in whatever way you can. So again, this video has been talking about Black mothers and the challenges that Black mothers experience basically from racism, because there's a lot of racism that goes on. Again, as they say, a lot of time Black kids are taken away from their parents, and the Black parent wasn't even doing anything wrong. Maybe the Black parent was disciplining their child, but the people didn't like how they was disciplined. I'm not talking about Black parents, you beating the crap. I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about just a simple, safe, chastising the child, correcting the child, and someone sees it and don't agree with it, type thing, and then they come in and take care. Now, meanwhile, the white parent doing everything under the moon under their child, and no one's going in to save that child. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not even looking at the white mother. They figure white parents know how to take care. White mothers know how to take care of their kids. It's the Black mothers that you need to look out for. How dare you? That is not true. We love our kids, and we're taking care of our kids good just as well as white mothers and all other races of mothers. So you know what I'm saying? So again, I'm going to be doing this series on Black mothers, the challenges that Black mothers experience. I'm doing this series to encourage Black mothers to, no matter what challenges you experience in raising your child, keep doing and raising your kids the way you feel led to raise them, regardless if other people experience, regardless if family members agree. Because sometimes you have family members that, don't agree, and I don't even have to deal with that you're a Black mama. They just don't agree. That's probably another topic. But anyway, Black mothers, stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong. You continue to raise your child. You continue to, do it, and don't give up. Don't give up. Never forget. I was there getting help with my divorce. I'm not going to take that no more. I'm done with this. But anyway, while I was there was a mother. This was legal aid office. She came there to check to make sure that her kids that she gave away, that they had received the paperwork that she had signed to give her kids away. Oh my gosh. I was like, oh Lord. Now, I don't criticize this mother, because I don't know what was going on for why she felt her kids might be best taken care of by the system versus her. But I think and she was a young girl, so I think maybe a lot of people think the system is a happy place for kids, but it's not. I can tell you that now. Please let that be your last. Try to get family members to help you take care of the kids or something, because when they get caught in that system of, foster homes, group homes, and all that, you don't know who are your kids. They would have been better off with you no matter what you was experiencing. But I just feel like sometimes Black mothers, again, because people put Black mothers down so much, that Black mothers don't have all the money people think they should, live where they think the Black mother should live, have in their house. I've seen where they came and take kids, parents came and take Black children from Black mothers because they felt the Black mother didn't have the furniture in their home that the Black mother should have had. How dare you? But Black mother, I encourage you, don't give your kids up based on society's and mainstream's idea of what they think you should be doing as a Black mother. Key thing is love. And then you do the best that you can do. And if you need help, Ask people for help. That's all I always tell everybody, but especially black mothers, ask people for help and keep asking to somebody to help you. But you don't have to give your kids away. And if you know a black mother, help a black mother. Help a black mother today. Y'all know y'all be doing the little, ads on, help a black mother today. I'm going to do that ad. Help a black mother today. If you got a black mother in your family, help her. Help her. Don't sit and criticize black mothers. Help them. All right, I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker. So this has been about black mothers, and you have been watching Michelle Hope Walker Speaks, and this is April 11th, 2021. Black mothers, stay strong.